Hello everyone, welcome back to Chaos Maker Company with the review of the MakerBot Sketch Large. So, still running some few issues with the printer itself. I'm trying to use this masking tape and then using the stick glue. It did work fantastic, that's great. Still having issues with the filament sticking onto the build plate. So that's one of the biggest issues I'm having right now with the Sketch Large. As you can see down below here, Sketch Large. So that's one of the biggest issues I'm having right now with eh, the the filament not sticking onto this build plate. So I have to use these two right here as an option, so where it doesn't actually do. And also too, as an update too as well, um, if you have this type of printer, I think others I check with my other clients too as well to see if their printer is working okay, if their printer is functioning all right. This one I have in my office right now, is turning off by its own. So I'll show you the parts of what happened. It turns off on its own. The building itself is okay with no power surge, nothing. It's just the outlet where I'm not sure what's going on with it. It just turns this whole thing off while it's during printing process. So just give you a heads up, depending on your machines, it might like go on and off every now and then. You have to be careful with that, and on top of it, it will fail right away because without any warning, because it'll print the first layer. That's one, but once you leave it unattended, it will shut off by itself, and it's doing it right away. It also did the same thing with my side too as well. I checking the settings, the updates. It's already up to date, so I'm not sure what's going on with this printer right here. So I'm going to show you guys the other ones, which is right now. So we'll go over here. So this is the one that came off of the MakerBot Large, and there are some pros and cons, which is right now. Let's go for the other ones. The good news about it, these ones came out fantastic. I love the details of how it came out, including the one with no supports onto it too as well. It did no supports. I think thank goodness for that one too as well. The horse, it did with some supports, but the quality came out fantastic. This guy came off of the printer itself. It was upside down like this. I think I'll post a picture onto it to show you what really happened, and it came out fantastic. I love the details. It came out very good with one print right away. I wasn't gonna print another one again, but I was printing out these two just in case. And now the downside of it, on there, I tried fixing the settings to see I can minimize the rafts and the supports onto it. It was like way much more longer than I expected to be, and the supports was like really not the best way I can do for like adding in the infills or the shells as actually. That's the quality of it. It didn't do very well, including this right here. You can see some few lifts onto it. It is close to the bed. I'm not sure why it actually did that right now. That actually removed itself above. Some of the letterings are sticking onto the base of it. That's good news, including the design. However, some of the other layers onto it, as you can see, it kind of lifted up itself. So I'm not sure what really happened from there. The temperature was set at 225 Celsius, and the bed was 55 Celsius. So it was okay at that one temperature. It did fantastic because I'm not sure what's going on with the nozzle itself. It was just not sticking onto the build plate. Then comes with the downside of it. So here's the downside of it from this right here. This did fantastic until then power failure onto the printer itself. So this is where it stopped from there. It didn't continue printing right now. As you can see, it stopped toward the E. That's where you can actually see the melting pool. And that's where it's like not that very good. I'm not sure what really happened with the MakerBot Large, that it shut off by itself. That's one thing too as well. It also didn't happen the other times too as well. Same thing with this guy right here. Same thing, power shut off again during the printing process. That was gone over the day. It stopped right there again. Printing process, including the power was not even off. It was still on remaining, but the screen was black, nothing else. So I'm not sure what really happened. But again, the facility is still working right now, including my other printers too as well, the off-brand non-MakerBot. They were still printing, so I'm not sure if the printer itself needs more power to actually continue printing right now. And also with the layers too as well, few okays here and there, including this guy too as well. It wouldn't actually remove itself because of the lift. Same thing with this guy right here. It kind of lifted up on a certain spot. This one did remove okay. This one did not. It got stuck one into the corner, so I think it must have lifted onto itself. Same thing with this one too as well. It didn't actually remove the raft. I'm not sure what's going on with this guy too as well. I tried prying it all the way, but again, still wouldn't budge. So I'm not sure. Again, I'll try and fix the raft to limit itself, limit the materials onto it, and go from there. However, I was going to do some more tests with the MakerBot Large itself. But some bad news, and also very, very bad news for my clients and customers, which they'll see this video. I'm gonna stop right now because I'm gonna switch it to the desktop. I'm gonna show you what really happened on our discussion on our notifications update right now. So let's go. Okay then, so we're back on the laptop, and right now, what you're seeing right now, I'm just doing a little project on the MakerBot Sketch, the first version, so that way it's printing its process right now. But to give you guys some update of the MakerBot condition and news. So um, I tried looking into this one right here, the MakerBot print software, to actually see I can print the MakerBot large onto here. Still no progress, so that's not good. So hopefully you guys got this first MakerBot Sketch version, the first one. So that way, that's good news. I do love this one right here, the MakerBot Sketch, the first version. It really does fantastic with the printing quality. It does fantastic with no masking tape. No masking tape. I have no issues with that one. Kind of ruined the platform, which I used a different scraper to scrape off the parts, so that was my fault, and used the wrong one instead of the other. Not the scraper, the metal one. That's a little bit too thick. But I use a different scraper that I use all the time because that way it'll just lip it in there just a little bit, and then use the scraper to slide itself in underneath it. So, but I used a different one, a dollar brand from Dollar Tree, which is a little black scraper. That was a little bit too steep, and it kind of like cut through the build plate. So that was my fault. But again, the MakerBot Sketch, the first version, like I said, I love it. I really love it. I do like the printing quality, how it actually adhere onto the build plate. I do love it. Better than the Sketch Large. I'm not sure what's going on with that one to see why it's not built. It should be the same adhesive build plate. Um, Same thing with the other one. It does fantastic, and after that, it doesn't. Or the other one, the Sketch Large, didn't do very well. That it didn't adhere very well. I tried using glue sticks the first time with no masking tape, no results. Masking tape with the glue sticks, same thing, no results. So I'm not sure what's going on. I changed the Z height too as well. No, nothing else, no results. So I'm not sure what's going on with the printing process. It doesn't actually like do what it's supposed to be doing right now. So that's one of the biggest issues. But again, for the MakerBot print to connect with the MakerBot Large, yeah, no progress onto it. However, the bad news is the online. So I'm not sure what happened. I had to look into my email if I got any notification from MakerBot if they made some changes or give news right now. Apparently something's going on with the slicer online. I'm not sure they actually changed it or they're about to change some modifications. This is what it comes out right here. So they changed the new website. It says use cloud print right now. I tried clicking onto it, which I'm going to go to a new window. Apparently it actually directs me into this area, which is the schools around. Yeah, okay, I get that. Then you go down here all the way down until you get to the last one. It doesn't actually give me much detail about where to actually start the software itself. I'm not sure what's going on, and so far it's not letting me do the cloud print. And even though I tried multiple times, including this right here, the cloud print itself, the link is not valid. I'm not sure what's going on with it too. So I tried different numerous sites onto it too, as well. Nothing, zero. And same thing with this one right here. Same thing. Try going to the main source of it. It still wouldn't do me. It wouldn't allow me to actually get into it. The bad news is the software. Whenever you go down here to Cloud Print, the other one is no longer available. The MakerBot Print, the first software that has been used from the previous ones. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe I have to go check out my my mail. Hopefully, I do have to find it. And also, too, I think I have to try this again to see if I can go from there. But whenever I try to sign in, it still directs me to here to actually do the education system. Same thing on this side too. It'll direct me to here again, and it won't give me to anything else. I'm not sure what's going on, but also there's no more of the MakerBot print download for free. Nothing. Nada. Zero squat. And that's not good, apparently. So many of you, if you do download the link to as well, Good job. Just save it on your laptop or kind of like save it on your USB drive. But for others, it might be too late. You have to use the cloud print online. That's the only way. But again, it's not gonna work anymore. Including the notification on the MakerBot prints the software. If you try to update the software, I kept hearing news that if you update it, they end up shutting it down. That's gotta be zero, nothing. That was the other news. I'm not sure. I have to go check that one to see what's going on with the news about that one. And that's that. That's it. I mean, that's all there is. And also too as well for you, the other viewers and clients, if you're on my website or subscribe to me, this link is no longer working. Even though if I click onto it, it wouldn't allow me to actually access into that one the software. And on top of it too as well, the software is no more. Even if I looked online to the Google search, trying to look for MakerBot prints free download, it's still the same thing. It will direct you to MakerBot website, and it'll give you the same results. You have to be a member online, but you have to use the cloud print. So I'm not sure what's going on, and maybe I had to look online to see what's going on. Maybe. But again, the online system is no more. There's no free downloads. There's nothing else you can do right now. You're being forced to use the cloud print. So I'm not sure if the new owner of the Ultimaker, which I'm gonna call them Elon Musk versions, they won't tell us anything else, or that they did notify by email prior to look into that one and see if they actually made some changes, if there's like notifications of the new updates. But again, they're not gonna go back to the new ones. So I think I'm not sure what's going on right now. So if you do have the other older versions from the Replicator, then the Replicator Plus, Replicator, the Mini, I think the Mini is already gone. They discontinued that one. The Replicator itself is still continuing, but they're using like second brands material. So I think those are the last ones that they have. Then the Sketch Z18 still going on. Method still going on, but again, there's like some people complaining about the issues with that printer itself. Doesn't print out as it should have been due to the slicing, then the file itself, and also with the printer itself. So that's another thing too as well that I had to get rid of that printer. It did the same thing on my side too as well, where it doesn't actually print out the quality of the print itself because of the nozzle. It kept breaking on its own. So I'm not sure what's going on with that one, or the big deal with that too as well. Then after that, using the filaments itself too as well is a big issue. And it only uses about PLA only. That's it. There's no like adding in a third party filaments, or they have to update to another filaments. I know some of the method does do larger ones, which is the nylon, PETG, ABS. So that's one thing. But again with the nozzle, that's one of the big issues. So yeah, that's one to give you guys an update about the MakerBot notifications of what's going on with the softwares and the print of the large, and also with the software too as well. Again, the link doesn't work anymore, so I have to go back to my my videos to update the new updates right now, and after that go from there. So I'm not sure how we're to actually go from here for the MakerBot for my clients. I will continue with the MakerBot's 3D printing technician, so I can like get updates, maybe like check them around, get some supplies from there, and after that, repair them. That's good news. But again, if you're trying to like trade it in, there's no versions of the MakerBot Mini and also MakerBot replicators. I'm not sure if they got discontinued that one. Um, I think the printers are still going. That's great, but again, it varies differently because again, this is what they have right now, and they're actually advancing to a new version because of the new client or new management, which is Ultimaker. So let's see what happens right now. But I do love the sketch. That's good news. It actually go well with this the software itself, so that's good news. But for the large, kind of be aware of that right now because you have to like use the cloud online. Now, I tried using cloud software today to actually show you guys the results in my report to see what really happened along the way. However, I couldn't access into my classroom. Maybe I'm gonna try that one again one more time today. Maybe they update it today. go from there. But also, I'll check out if there's any news or notification on my email. If they did notify me saying that this is what we're gonna do right now, sorry for the inconvenience. So that's one thing too as well. So just give you guys a heads up on this one right now. I'm not sure what's going on with this MakerBot new management, but also where to go from here from MakerBot to the future. So I'll probably check it out in the future right now to see what's going on, and after that, go from there. Thank you for checking out the video, and after that, hopefully you do hear this news, and after that, go from there. Okay, thank you, and goodbye. Have a good day.